안녕하십니까. 유엔미래 포럼의 박영숙입니다. 오늘은 우리 영어 교수, 한국에서 영어를 15년 가르치고 사우디아라비아에서 5년, 스리랑카에서 여러 군데 영어 교수님 선생님하고 이야기를 해보겠습니다. Hello, hi, how are you?
Oh, very good. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, okay. So, could you tell us about your education background?
Oh, sure.
You're American, right?
Yes,
What
I am.
is your name?
My name is Carol D'Amato. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
And I was born and grew up in Boston, actually South Boston. And I got my bachelor's degree nearby at Stonehill College. It's a small private school, but a very good one. I studied Asian studies. In those days, you could have such a major as this. And I made it with the political science department there then. And they sent me to Taiwan as an exchange student for 1 year. And then I renewed and actually went for 2 years since Mandarin Chinese was my area. That I got full credit for studies at the University Language Institute and actually language courses that I took in the Chinese department at the National Taiwan University, which is like the Harvard of Taiwan. So I was very fortunate about that, very fortunate. The dean at my college sponsored me. I was the first one from their school to go to Taiwan. And we joined forces with Notre Dame University. So there were 2 more students from there. Excellent students. Very grateful that I had such great colleagues. And then when I got to Taiwan, I had first I had 2 Chinese roommates. So there were 3 of us. And then another time there were 5. And that really helped, obviously, with studying English. They
So you can speak some Chinese?
Oh yeah, totally fluent. So
wow.
Yeah, still am.
Yeah, that's very good.
When I was at Inhai University, because I was there for a long time, I was there teaching for 9 years. So while I was there, the Chinese department was right next to, the offices were right near the English department anyway. So I knew some of the professors there, and we spoke Chinese to practice, because obviously it wasn't so common back then. Now it's probably more common.
우리 캐롤 드마도 선생님은 보스턴에서 태어나가지고 스톤힐 칼리지에서 BA 그거 하면서 정치학과 폴리티컬 사이언스에서 에이시안 스타디즈를 하고요. 그때 대만에서 대만 국립대학교에 2년간 또 교환 학생으로 거기 가서 최초였답니다. 장학금 받고 다녀서 거기에서 지금도 중국말 아주 플루언트하게 잘할 수 있다고 합니다. 거기서 룸메이트도 만나고. Okay, so
I think
so
Korea is much more difficult.
Chinese a lot different.
The grammar and the pronunciation are different, I know.
Okay.
And it's very difficult to study any language, so I totally understand where students are coming from, or I remind myself quickly if anyone is struggling, because it is very difficult often to study a second language, especially in your own country. My second degree was in teaching English as a second language. And I got interested in this because people in Taiwan had asked me, oh, could I teach English? And I thought, not really. I have no background in teaching English ever. And but often they would give me a book and say, please just read it with us. And I tried a little bit, but I knew that there certainly was a lot more to teaching than this, and I really wanted to study it. So when I got a chance after graduation, I had friends going to, and this was the late 70s, 1970s. So we could change plans together and do things. So we went to San Francisco because we were curious about California, as East Coast people from Boston, very curious about.
Which university in San Francisco?
So San Francisco State University became my alma mater, right down the street from the Golden Gate Park there.
Wow.
Lovely school, and very convenient. Actually had a very good English program in English literature, and also in TESOL. And my area was TESOL, and but because it was a degree from an English department, I also took a great number of English upper level English classes. Like we had to take Shakespeare, which I loved, British literature surveys, American literature surveys, specialized authors, you know, like Robert Frost, Dickens. It was fascinating. In addition to all the TESOL courses, you know, linguistics and for all the skills, speaking, listening, reading, and writing. My practicum was there in San Francisco. There's a great many language schools there. So I did a practicum in English classes in the community college, and at the same time I was teaching there at Laney College in Oakland, nearby city, and also teaching at San Francisco State students, multilingual students, mostly Chinese or Hispanic, or immigrants who were freshmen, and they needed help with writing. So I was part of the small writing class program that they had for freshmen at San Francisco State.
Wow.
I know.
그러니까
It's a long time
캐럴
ago.
드마도 선생님은 ESL 선생님입니다. 이제 한국에서 영어를 가르치려면 ESL 자격증이 있어야 돼요. 이게 석사학위 자격증이고 영어 교육 자격증이죠. 테슬이라고 흔히 이야기해요. 이분은 뭐 영문학을 또 했고 섹스피어도 했고 영국 미국 문학에다가 테슬린 디그리까지 했는데 샌프란시스코 주립대학교를 나오셨고요. 1970년대입니다. 그래서 거기 나오면서 오클랜드 칼리지라든가 샌프란시스코의 스테이트 유니버시티에서 영어를 가르쳤고 거기 오는 이민자들이라든가 1학년들 많이 가르쳤다고 합니다. So you've been experienced.
Yeah, and I'm very lucky. Very lucky.
Very lucky.
In my master's program, one of my lifelong friends, Kang Hee-won, was a daughter of the Minister of Education here in Korea. And because of her, she was suggesting, oh, don't just go to China, where I had my Chinese degree too. Come to Korea. People at that time didn't know. Now everybody knows. But back then, a lot of English teachers didn't know that there was such a demand for English here and interest. So I took her up on that. And when I was, first, of course, I went back to Taiwan for a while and for a year. But it was interesting. We met up in Kyobo Books when I was renewing a visa, and she brought me to her university, Sogang University, and I was interviewed, and the next opening that came up a couple of months later, I moved to Korea, and that was history. Rest is history. Really
한국에 오게 된 이유가 강희원 선생이라고 미국에서 석사에 같이 있을 때 만났는데 그분의 아버지가 교육부 장관 하셔서 한국에 오라고 초청했는데 우연히 교보 서점에서 만나가지고 서강대 가서 인터뷰하고 서강대에 제일 먼저 한국에서 이 직장 생활을 시작을 그분 때문에 시작했다고 합니다. So you meet her nowadays?
Sadly, she passed away a couple of years ago.
Wow.
And I know she had an autoimmune, something motor skills problem, like MS. And but her husband was there in California. They had settled there, and they were both at the university, State University of Sonoma, and. But she took care of her mother for 17 years there. A wonderful, good person. And I came back to Korea with her, and we both did a brief. What did we do? A short teaching series for middle school teachers that needed a brush up on English and also methodology. So that was really, really fun, and we did that together. That was wonderful. That was about maybe 10 years ago, I would say. And about a year later, she did start getting ill, but we stayed in contact. And I can't believe she's gone. Just wonderful, good person. And but you know, as there are many good people, of course, in Korea. I mean, here's another one, Mrs. Park here, my longtime neighbor, and our children.
That's very good. So you are telling us that you're a very good English teacher, right?
Oh.
Yeah, you've been very experienced, and also you've been teaching very many types of people, such as people in Saudi Arabia, Koreans and Chinese and all these people.
True.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
it's a good experience.
That's true.
So you understand how these language learning is sort of frustrating, and that's why you study.
It really is.
Yes,
It really is. But if I love languages myself, and I find culture very interesting, what happens to people as they're studying and how they have new questions and curiosity. And I'm like that too, so I understand. I feel like because I've been teaching for so long, I can notice where the problems are, if there are any, that impede communication, and I can tell students right away what to work on, how to work on it, to get some links. I can give them some links of my own, and they can add to that from their friends. There's all sorts of online help nowadays with YouTube, and also I believe in student-centered learning, where people work in small groups or pairs to answer questions, to do interviews, to work on projects. It's really interesting work teaching English now. It's not just grammar translation, and it isn't just repeating. Things have changed a lot, and I think it's much better now.
예, 영어를 제가 30년 정도 가르쳐가지고 굉장히 여러 언어를 배우는 스킬, 새로운 스킬들도 많이 나왔는데 그런 것을 사용하여서 가르치는 것을 좀 좋아하고요. 원래 이제 대만에 가서 2년 동안 이 만다린을 배웠기 때문에 언어를 배우면서 지금 자기가 느끼는 그 좌절 또는 힘드는 상황을 잘 알기 때문에 이 사람은 영어 가르치는데 스트레스를 받지 않고 정말 재미있게 자기가 가르친다 이렇게 전 자랑을 하네요. So I will just explain what it is that you are trying to do. 그래서요, 저희는 UN 미래 포럼입니다. UN 미래 포럼에서는 외국인들이 굉장히 많이 왔다 갔다 해요. 뭐 1년에 한 150명 정도 왔다 갔다 하고, 그리고 캐롤 같은 경우에는 한국에서 살 때 바로 옆집에 같이 살아서 친구입니다. 그래서 또 한국에 와서 지금 어디에 교수로 가서 가르칠 텐데, 일단 주말에 가능합니다. 그래서 주말에 만약에 여러분들이 캐롤하고 영어 공부를 하고 싶다. 캐롤만 있는 게 아니고 지금 현재 그 브루스 함슨 교수도 오랫동안 했고 그 다음에 여러 명 있어요. 5명 정도가 있습니다. 한국에 영어를 오랫동안 가르치고 지금은 좀 은퇴하거나 그죠? 조금 한가한 분들이 있어요. 한가할 때 여러분들에게 시간을 많이 내주고 그런 분들이 혹시라도 여러분들이 내가 논문을 써야 된다 아니면은 내가 미국의 학교에 가는데 그 애플리케이션 그죠 이런 걸 써야 된다 뭐 이렇게 할 때는 그 사람하고 같이 앉아가지고 뭐 시간에 상관없이 완벽하게 영어를 수정 교정해주는 이런 것까지 다 해줄 수 있습니다. 그래서 이런 기회에 만약에 여러분들이 영어를 배우고 이분들은 전부 교수입니다. 저희가 지금 말씀드리는 한 4, 50명 중에 미래학자도 있고 대부분 석사, 박사 학위를 가지고 있는 분들이면서 교수 생활을 오랫동안 해서 은퇴하신 분들을 주로 지금도 가르치고 계시는 분하고 시간이 많으신 분들을 위해서 여러분들에게 코र्스를 좀 소개시켜 드릴게요. UN 미래 포럼에서 하는 거기 때문에 여러분 UN 미래 포럼에 돈을 내고 저희는 이분들에게 해당하는 만큼 그죠 비용을 드리는 이런 포맷으로 할 겁니다. 우선에 위켄드 코र्스가 있어요. 위켄드, Saturday or Sunday, 4 hours, 4시간 계속해서 UN 미래 포럼 빌딩 여기 와서 스튜디오에서 여기서 해도 되고요. This place can be an English teaching place. And you have very many rooms so that you can go into have a different, different environment. So that's 4 hours and 그리고 이 사람들은 시간당 40,000 US won an hour we charge. Sorry. 4만 원. 시간당 4만 원이고 4시간 정도 하면서 5시간 넘어가는 거는 거의 괜찮고요. 15만 원. 하루에 와서 하루 종일 우리 교수님하고 여러 가지 대화를 나눌 수 있는데 15만 원. 그 다음에 Weekend Travel Together라는 프로그램이 있어요. Weekend Travel Together는 여러분이 차를 가지고 오셔가지고 they can drive you away to have a lunch, dinner together, and that'll be one day program, whole day program. In the morning till night, you can spend with a Carol and speaking English all the time, and you can correct them.
Yes.
That's 200,000 won. 이거는 20만 원입니다. 그러니까 한번 주말에 와서 15만 원, 반나절, 하루 종일 20만 원 정도를 하되 이 프로그램은 한 사람에게 주는 게 아니고 가족 전체입니다. 여러분 가족 전체가 다 오거나 it'll be with a family all together.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
And also friends together. 친구들이 그죠. 대여섯 명. 한 사람은 저희는 잘 안 받아요. 친구들끼리 모여가지고 서너 명이 두서너 명이 모여서 왔을 때에 so weekend program for 150,000 won. 그 다음에 200,000 won. So half a day is 150,000 won, and the whole day is 200,000 won. So you can have her in your car with your family, with your friends, to drive somewhere and have a good day, good picnic day.
With English.
Yes, with English. Yeah. 그 다음에 세 번째는요, phone English 합니다. phone English. 전화로 우리가 하고요. 전화로 할 때 시간당 우리가 보통 4만 원 정도 받으면서 조금 더 오래 하는 거는 전혀 문제가 없고요. 폰도 이제 you have a microphone, 마이크를 켜가지고 가족 전체가 폰 잉글리시 하는 겁니다. 한 사람이라기보다 가족 전체가 하거나 또 친구들이 그룹으로 모여가지고 또 회사에서 그죠 이제 끝나고 난 뒤에 모여가지고 영어 공부를 한다든가 이렇게 해서 그룹 one group phone English could be 40,000 won per hour, but we are sort of charging 300,000 won to up to 400,000 won, depending on how many days and how many hours that you want. Something like if you have a Monday through Friday, 3 days, 1 hour, and that is 4 weeks per month. It's 400,000 won per month. So per month, you have 300,000 won per month, or 400,000 won per month. It's a phone conversation, okay? Phone English we call it. Phone English. phone English도 있고요, 그죠? 캐럴하고 여행을 가는 것도 있고 여기 와서 서울에 계신 분은 여기는 성북동입니다. 성북동 UN 미래 포럼에 와서 영어를 배우는 이런 과정들이 여러분에게 준비가 되어 있습니다. 여러분들은 자 어디로 연락을 하느냐 하면 저희는 unfutures@gmail.com 이고요. unfutures@gmail.com 혹은요 futures2055 @ gmail.com futures 복수입니다. futures 2055 저희는 2055년까지 지금 예측해요. 그래서 2055 골뱅이 gmail.com 아니면은 UN 미래 포럼 홈페이지 웹사이트에 들어가서 전화번호하고 뭐 이런 게 있으니까 그쪽으로 연락을 하시면 여러분들은 캐롤 지금 오늘 나왔지만은 뭐 교수님이 한 4-5명이 있어요. 굉장히 뭐 건강하시면서 은퇴하고 여러분들에게 많은 시간을 할애해 줄 수 있는 이런 분들이 있으니까 이런 분들하고 사귀어 놓으면 뭐 언제든지 굉장히 좋은 친구도 될 수 있을 것이다. 그리고 저희는 한 사람 한 사람 받는 것보다 그룹으로 받습니다. 그래서 가족, family or friends can come to us to learn English.
That would be great.
Yeah, that would be good, right?
That would be
That would be good, really good. Okay,
And they can help each other too.
Okay, we'll continue.
Yes.
Stay tuned. Okay, stay tuned.